What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Living Free channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 ways to go from being broke to actually building wealth, and I'm going to talk about how these 3 simple things help me go from being broke and in debt to worth multiple 6 figures. And I do not say worth that much to brag or anything like that, but just to simply prove a point with these 3 simple steps and how they work and everything like that, and how they've worked for me. So I want to share those 3 things for you. Currently, I'm on home time right now, and I figured I'd make a couple videos today before my wife goes into the hospital to deliver our first kid, and she will actually be doing that tomorrow, so that's going to be exciting. But I'm going to be making a couple videos. I'm dropping one today, and I will be making a video about the first step, and I'm going to expand a little bit more on the first step on Friday. I'm going to be making another video right after this one, so please check that out. If you're new to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned till the end of the video and check out some more of my other videos that I will be recommending at the end of this one. And but yeah, like I said, 3 simple steps to going from being broke to having and building wealth over time. Now, let me be very clear. This is not going to be a get-rich-quick video. This is going to be these are going to be 3 steps that require you to do a lot of hard work, that require you to make sacrifice, and that require you to be patient. And yeah, I do not want to talk about get rich quick, how to buy a stock that's going to go from $10 to $100 and sell it and become a millionaire overnight. No. These simple steps have taken me and my wife from 0 to multiple 6 figures, and hopefully becoming millionaires in the next 5 to 10 years by following these simple steps. So step number 1 is going to be, well, when I first started out in trying to improve my life, I really didn't have a career. So step number 1 would be, you need a career. You need to learn a skill. Okay, that is step number 1, because you can try to save money and pinch pennies and be frugal and things like that, but you can only do that so much, right? It is important to save money. It's important to be frugal and cut your expenses and things like that. But step number 1 is getting a career, learning a skill, because the first thing you should do, or I believe you should do, and this is what I had to do, was I needed to get into a business, into a career where I could earn a lot of money, where I could earn or have the potential to earn 6 figures or more, right? And so if you've watched my channel before, you know that I'm in the trucking industry, and the reason I like the trucking industry and the reason I chose the trucking industry is because you can earn 6 figures or more in this industry. Now, I'm not saying every truck driver does that, but you have the potential to do that in this business, especially if you become an owner-operator and you grow a fleet and you do things like that, right? Like, or specialize in something. The income potential in the trucking industry is great. That's why I chose the trucking industry as my career path, as my way of building wealth, right? And building a future. So if you're watching this video and you're not looking at the trucking industry and you watch my channel and you're not even in trucking, you can still take these same principles and apply them to your life, because there's many other fields you can go into and make great money. But first, I would recommend, number 1, like I said, these are the 3 steps from going from 0 to building wealth. And number 1 is you need to learn a skill. You need to skill up. You need to learn how to earn an income, right? And learn a skill where you can scale, okay? Because it's very hard to build wealth in something where you're being paid hourly, and that's going to be the video I make on Friday, or I post on Friday, and I'm going to expand a little bit more on that. But the reason I like trucking is it's a commission-based business, and you can scale in this business if you do the work. So, but get into something to where you're earning enough money to pay all your bills, and you have enough money left over at the end of the month to then do the next step, which is number 2. Step number 2 is going to be, well, step number 1 is learn how to earn an income, Learn how to earn an income, skill up, learn a trade, whatever you got to do to get your income up. Step number 2 is keep the money, save the money. Well, how do you keep the money that you earn? You work really hard for it, but in order to build wealth, you got to learn to first earn it and then keep it and set it aside. And a lot of Americans struggle with this, not just Americans, but people around the world struggle with this. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. I believe it's 7 out of 10 Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So that means they have no savings. They're not able to save anything. And I'm going to tell you why I think that is. And that's because people live above their means. How are you going to keep money when you spend up to or more even than you make? Okay, a lot of people spend more money than they actually make, meaning they're going in debt. Every single month they're going more and more into debt. Well, it's impossible to build wealth when you're going deeper and deeper into debt. It's impossible to do that. Now, I'm not saying you can't use debt to invest or to build wealth, but that's not what I'm talking about. When I say people are going deeper and deeper into debt, I mean for consumer debt, things like car payments, student loans, credit cards, furniture, houses that they live in that they're not investing in. They're paying too much for a house. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a house to live in or whatever, but some people are paying way too much for a house, and they're paying for a house that they can't afford. And the reason I say they can't afford it is because they don't have enough money left over after paying for everything on that house to actually invest in things that can make them money over time, right? So step number 1, like I said, earn an income. Step number 2, you got to learn how to keep that money. Well, how can you keep that money? By using that income after you've gotten that career or started that business or whatever, learn that trade so that you earn enough money to start paying down debt, start paying down all that consumer debt that you have. And if you can eliminate all those debts that you owe, you can start eliminating all the payments that you have every single month, right? And just imagine, let's say you earn $5,000 a month, but your bills are $5,000 a month. You're not able to save anything, right? But let's say that those bills you have are $5,000 a month, but $2,000 of that is going towards things like credit cards, student loans, car payments, and things like that. Well, if you can pay those debts off with your income, then you free up that extra money to then do step number 3, which is invest money. Okay, so step number 1, earn it. Step number 2, keep it. Get out of debt so that you have your income, so that you can save money with the income that you're making from whatever career you got, and then keep it. And then number 3, invest it. And I'm not going to tell you what to invest in. I'll just give you some generalities of things to invest in. But I believe for step number 3, the most important thing to do is to invest in something that you understand. Don't invest in anything, whether that be the stock market, real estate, crypto, whatever it is. Don't invest in anything that you don't understand. Okay, if you understand it, put your money into it. It's very simple. So the reason I wanted to make this video is because I truly believe that there's too much talk. Like, there's too many people on the internet gambling. There's too many people trying to teach you the get rich quick scheme or whatever. And I'm a firm believer in that that's not realistic, that most people are not going to get rich quick. Most people are not going to get lucky buying a stock or investing in crypto or winning the lottery. Most people are not going to win at that game. But I do believe that most people, if they follow these 3 simple steps, can actually build wealth over time, right? Number 1, learning how to earn an income. Like, think about it. In the trucking industry, yeah, I'm just a truck driver now, but when I become an owner-operator, I'm going to make even more money than I'm making now. And then if I take my money that I have left over from running as an owner-operator and I invest it and add a second truck and a third truck and a 4th truck, and I grow a business and I scale it, my income gets bigger and bigger and bigger from my career, from my skill, from the trade I've learned, right? And I can take more and more of that profit and save it, and then eventually invest in other things. Like I said, stocks, real estate, crypto, whatever it is that you're into, that's what you can do. But I'm making this video because I think it's very important that people start to understand that there is no quick fix, there is no quick solution to your problem. You're going to have to make a plan, and you're going to have to stick to it, and you're going to have to simplify things, but understand, yeah, this is simple. Everyone's going to be like, oh, well, that's simple. Yeah, it's simple, but not everybody's going to do it. Most people are not successful, and the reason they're not successful is because they overcomplicate things, and honestly, they don't have the ambition to follow through and complete whatever it is that they want to do, right? They don't want to do the work, basically. Long story short. These three simple things have helped my wife and I become worth multiple six figures. And like I said, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that to simply point out the fact that, hey, if you follow these three simple steps, a lot of people watching my channel are getting into the trucking business, and that's great. Don't focus on saving money. Don't focus on investing money right now. Focus on learning how to be a good truck driver and learning the business that you're in. Once you've learned that and mastered that, then start worrying about saving and getting out of debt and then investing money. And then that's when you're going to start really getting ahead, okay? So anyway, that's all I wanted to say in this video. The next video I make is going to be posted on Friday, and that will be me expanding a little bit more on step number one, your career, your income, and how to approach looking at a career to get into, or how to approach the trucking business, okay? So anyway, thanks for watching this video. God bless, and peace out.